Harvard's 17th straight win. This is head coach Tim Murphy's 150th win at Harvard. Coach Murphy, if you could give us.
Sure. Well, first of all, just a solid effort across the board. We got a very balanced effort: defense, special teams, offense, and it all, as I say all the time, it all starts with defense. We've played tremendous defense for a long time. Coach Lockie and our assistants do just a great job preparing our kids for whatever scheme we're going to see. And once again, I think in the second half we really made some good adjustments, and get out of there with a goose egg is really impressive. They're a very solid football team. Played us hard, made us work for everything. We had a balanced offense today, which contributed to the score. All in all, just a very, very solid effort.
Any questions?
Coach Tim, 45 obviously it's not easy, but what is it that execution-wise that you guys have to put in to have that what appears to be flawless? There are some penalties there, but both offensively and defensively to make it look to casual observer that you went right down the field and scored.
Well, I think the bottom line is the preseason's over. We played 3 solid football teams, but if you look at the way our schedule is, it's definitely backloaded, and we'll play 6 of the 7 best teams on our schedule over the next 2 months. And again, taking nothing away from Georgetown and from the 2 teams we played thus far, we're going to face a much steeper climb over the next several weeks.
Paul. I was going to say, Paul, how you guys sort of had your way with the Georgetown defense for most of the game, especially in the first half. What do you think of your ability to move the ball on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, the whole game, just my offensive line did an unbelievable job. I mean, there were some great holes out there. No Reimers came in and ran really well. So, I mean, just being able to, just the whole game, we just had great holes. And, I mean, with Scotty's deep threat, it just really opened up the run game. It just, overall, really just owed up to my offensive line.
Anthony, how much does it help when the run game is taking off like that in terms of opening the field for you guys?
A ton. The defense was so concerned about Paul and Noah in the run game that they put a bunch of guys in the box and didn't have enough guys to cover all 4 of the threats. So.
And Paul, I'm wondering a little bit more about Noah. This is the second consecutive game where he's played a pretty large role. What have you seen in him since he's been here on campus?
I mean, he's just a great player, and he's eager to learn from the first day. I mean, he's just a hard worker, great kid. So, I mean, I'm just really excited that he just flourished so quickly.
Coach, all 6 of your scores coming on the ground tonight. How much, or 6? How many? How much of that was the game plan coming in, or is it just way going down?
Oh, the opening game, you obviously threw for almost 400 yards, and that was what they gave us. They took away the run, and we're a team that's going to take what you give us, and not try to do anything to just bang our head against the wall. But we want to have a balanced offense. A balanced offense has been what our tradition, what our history is, and our philosophy is if you're balanced offense, you're going to be unpredictable in every down and distance situation, every field zone situation, and the more balanced you are, the harder you are to defend.
Paul, you talked about the O-line, and you credit them a little bit of retooling the first 3 weeks of the year with Redmond going to center and outstanding, new left tackle, new right guard. Are you surprised how quickly they have come together and really paved the way? Or not?
Not really at all. I mean, at Redmond, they've all played all the positions. They all practice all the different positions. They're just unbelievable athletes. I mean, Anthony Fabiano started off at right tackle his career, then went to guard, then he went to center. I mean, they all can just play all the positions. They're just great athletes.
To James and Eric, you guys for the first couple games have managed to make some very explosive plays on defense. When you're on defense, getting some big hits on the quarterback, how much do you chalk that up to game plan and preparation, or just making plays during the game itself?
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, definitely some of it's game planned. Coach puts us in the right positions to pass rush the quarterback on 3rd and long or whatever it may be. And also some watching film, check their tendencies, really helps us out, know what they're doing, when they're going to do it. So definitely chalk it up a lot to the coaching and putting us in the right place.
Yeah, like James said, I mean, definitely a lot of credit goes to Coach Larkey, Coach Horan, and Coach Crawford. They do a great job watching film and figuring out how to put us in the right places at the right time to get all these hits on the quarterback, like you were saying, and definitely just the people who are doing them. We have a lot of great athletes out there. I think all of our starters on defense might be seniors, so that definitely helps a lot with a lot of experience. They just know how to put themselves in the right place at the right time with the game plan.
And then sort of the end of the game, this is the second week in a row, your second teamers have gotten a lot of looks. Does it fire you guys up on the sideline at all to sort of watch them and the leadership you've been able to provide over the first couple weeks of the season?
Definitely. It's definitely fun to see them get out there and have a chance to go knock some heads around. Because, in some other games, they don't always get the chance. So it's a really great time for them to go out there, get some development in. Because the best way to learn defense is honestly game time experience. So these opportunities are really great for them to grow as a player, as players, and then help the defense further along the line.
Tim, you talked about Scott's increased mobility this year. Hasn't been sacked yet. There was one where he kind of, eluded the pressure in the first half tonight, but really hasn't been touched.
Yeah, I mean, as Paul alluded to, this is as good an offensive line as we've ever had here. You put those three seniors, Adam Redmond, Cole Toner, and Anthony Fabiano, and tremendous athletes. They've all started about 30 games apiece. They're big, athletic guys. They can play multiple positions, and that's the heart and soul of our offense. And if you have a great offensive line, it can help you do a lot of things. In Scotty's situation, last year he did a great job. Obviously, 6-0 as a starting quarterback, coming off the bench. But he knew there was some things he had to improve on. He's got tremendous pride, and he's been a great leader. He's much more athletic. He obviously has a great feel for our offense, and the combination makes him as good a quarterback as there is in our league.
Tim, when you went to the bench, it looked like you had some defensive guys playing over on the offensive side. Was that by design? It looked they were listed as defensive ends.
Yeah. What probably happens is we end up with some double numbers, okay, and they end up with I saw a guy got credited with the reception who, when you get the double numbers, it gets a little bit mysterious.
And comment about it might be unsung, but the tackle by Keegan may have prevented a score that might have ruined the shutout.
Yeah, it was a huge play. Anytime you work that hard and play that well, the goose egg becomes something really important, something you take pride in, and something our kids and coaches really deserve. It's interesting, Jocko, because Chris Keegan's been, I think this is the first day he's been healthy since the day he showed up preseason, meaning no disrespect. It's just that it's great to see him out there. When someone said Keegan made the tackle, I said, I thought Keegan was still in a yellow jersey. Yellow jersey meaning he's injured.
Coach, your third block punt in as many games. What's the formula there? Why have you guys had such success?
Well, again, I start with our assistant coaches. Coach Crawford really does a great job, really being a great detective in terms of where the weak spots are, and then putting together a plan. And I've never seen so many block punts. I hope we haven't used up our allotment for the year, but we've done a great job pressuring the punter in a lot of really creative ways. We've got some really nice speed off the edge, some different guys who can get home, and it's the biggest play in football. It's the biggest momentum changer in all of football.
Well, how much does Noah push you in practice and on a daily basis, even though he's a freshman? Has he kind of been a boost to you to kind of?
Yeah, I mean, he brought energy. I mean, just seeing him work so hard out there just pushes me to work hard too. So I mean, it's just we're both pushing each other every single day at practice.
So Eric and James, you guys come out and stop Georgetown twice pretty early on. Once they turn on fourth down and the other time they miss a field goal. How big is it for your unit to get those stops so early on?
I think it's paramount to our success as a defense. When you stop a team that early in the game, really you can see it in their expressions, body language, everything. To get stopped like that 2 times in a row, it's unbelievable. And the feeling on the sideline gets our sideline energy up, offense and defense, and also brings energy down, which is, I think, is very important in the game of football.
You said we talked about preseason's over. You can know a lot more about your team after a road trip to Cornell and Lafayette.
Absolutely. Like I said, meaning no disrespect to the 3 real solid teams we played. Cornell and Lafayette are obviously bigger, more physical, more team speed. We haven't put them under the microscope yet in terms of getting a scouting report, but Colgate's been in every game. They took Yale right down to the wire, Colgate down to the wire. They had 3 games down to the wire, and they're a much improved team from the last several years. They're more physical, they can run the football. And last year, we scrambled to beat Cornell, quite frankly, here at home. Lafayette's always tough. Those are going to be 2 long road trips. We'll find out a lot more about our team. Having said that, without getting too far ahead of ourselves, one thing we're really proud of, I think we won something like 12 straight road games, and that's a sign of a really mentally tough bunch of kids.